The ocean is quiet today, too quiet almost, as if it's waiting for a story to be told. Do you feel it too? The thin line between the world we know and the one that is just beginning to unfold. Imagine waking up to a world where farms no longer need land, where entire fields drift quietly across the ocean, feeding millions from the surface of the sea. Sounds impossible? Japan is already doing it. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss the stories that challenge what we think we know about our planet. Now tell me, have you ever imagined a future where the ocean becomes the world's next great breadbasket? Drop your thoughts in the comments as we dive in, because what Japan is building right now may rewrite the future of food. Japan, west coastlines have always been alive, tides rising and falling like the breath of the nation. For centuries, fishermen worked with the sea, pulling in nori, kelp, oysters, and fish through careful tradition. But today, something new is rising on the horizon. Floating farms. Vast platforms turning salt water into vegetables, greens, and sustainable protein. Not a sci-fi dream, but a quiet revolution unfolding across the bays and inlets. Picture this, translucent domes perched on calm waves, shimmering like glass lanterns. Inside them, lettuce grows in midair through hydroponic roots nourished by recycled water. Beneath the platform, fish glide through shaded waters, their waste transformed into nutrients that feed the plants above. It's a perfect cycle, a closed-loop ecosystem powered by sunlight and the rhythm of the sea. And you, watching right now, might be wondering, could this become the blueprint for feeding the world? Japan believes it can. Floating greenhouses off the coast of Kanagawa test new systems of solar-powered desalination, turning ocean water into clean irrigation. In Kyushu's coastal zones, generations-old seaweed farmers are adopting updated rigs designed to withstand stronger storms, blending tradition with innovation. And major Japanese engineering firms are pushing even further, envisioning entire floating districts where agriculture, housing, and energy coexist in symbiotic balance. But this isn't just about technology, it's about survival. Japan faces shrinking farmland, dense megacities, and a population that depends heavily on imported food. So the question becomes, what if the nation could grow what it needs, right on the water that surrounds it? Imagine the impact. Fresher produce for coastal cities, shorter supply chains, and a food system less vulnerable to global disruptions. Now let me ask you directly, do you think humanity should look to the oceans for our next farmlands? Would you trust vegetables grown on a floating platform? I want to hear your take, because this debate is just beginning. As we drift deeper into this story, we find that floating farms aren't just machines, they're living laboratories. Engineers test new coatings to resist salt corrosion. Marine biologists monitor how suspended gardens affect fish populations. Local communities weigh the balance between old fishing routes and new agricultural zones. Every detail matters because Japan wants these farms not only to feed people, but to protect ecosystems at the same time. And here's the twist, sea-based agriculture could help fight climate change. Seaweed absorbs massive amounts of carbon, and floating platforms can create new habitats for marine life. In some regions, these farms function like artificial reefs, attracting schools of fish and restoring underwater ecosystems once damaged by overfishing. But challenges loom. Typhoons that can tear platforms apart, legal battles over water rights, and the delicate dance of preserving coastal traditions while introducing futuristic systems. Still, the momentum is undeniable. Japan is pushing forward, one floating field at a time. Imagine a horizon dotted with gentle silhouettes. Not ships, but farms. Rows of green glowing under soft evening light. An ocean transformed into a living engine of nourishment. And somewhere out there, a new chapter of agriculture just beginning to take shape. If this glimpse into the future sparks your curiosity, make sure you subscribe and join the conversation below. Because what Japan is building today might be the world we all live in tomorrow. Silence again. Not the end, just the echo before the next story begins.